What if I told you that somewhere out there, hidden inside an old collection, forgotten drawer, or a simple box of coins, there could be a tiny piece of metal carrying a history worth thousands of dollars? A coin that once passed through everyday hands, a coin that may have been ignored for decades, could now be one of the most fascinating treasures in the collector world. Today, we are uncovering 3 ultra-rare coins that have captured the attention of serious collectors and treasure hunters across America. These are not ordinary coins. Each one carries a story of history, rarity, mistakes, survival, and incredible demand. But here is where it gets interesting. The final coin on this list has a story so surprising that many collectors still cannot believe how such a small piece of currency became such a legendary discovery. And before we reveal the biggest surprises, we need to look closely at the first coin. A coin connected to a remarkable chapter of European history, a coin that many people may have overlooked for years. But collectors now examine with extreme attention. So stay with me until the end, because the details behind these coins could completely change the way you look at old money forever. Welcome to American Coin Secrets, where we uncover the hidden stories, rare discoveries, and fascinating secrets behind the world's most valuable coins. And remember, this channel brings you fresh updates and exciting coin discoveries regularly, so make sure you stay connected for more amazing stories from the world of rare coins. Now, let's begin with our first incredible discovery. First up, imagine holding a small coin in your hand that was created more than 7 decades ago. At first glance, it may look simple. It may look like an ordinary piece of old currency that many people would overlook. But behind this small piece of metal is a story connected to post-war Germany, economic rebuilding, and a fascinating era of European history. This is the Germany 10 Pfennig 1950D, a coin that has attracted attention from collectors because of its historical background, specific mint origin, and the importance of condition when evaluating examples. Many people see old coins only as objects from the past, but collectors see something completely different. They see a time capsule. They see craftsmanship, history, and a connection to moments that shaped nations. And this coin represents a unique period when Germany was rebuilding after one of the most challenging chapters in modern history. After World War II, Germany entered a period of reconstruction and transformation. Everyday life was changing, economies were being rebuilt, and currency played a major role in restoring stability. Coins from this era became witnesses to that transformation. The 10 Pfennig denomination was part of the monetary system used in West Germany, and coins from this period were produced with practical designs created for daily circulation. The letter D on this coin is a key detail for collectors because it identifies the mint location. The German mint system has a long tradition, and mint marks help collectors understand where a coin was produced and how it fits into the larger history of German coinage. The composition of this coin reflects the practical approach of the time. It was designed as a durable circulation coin, created to withstand everyday use while serving an important role in commerce. But what makes certain examples stand apart is not only the design or the metal itself. The true excitement begins when collectors examine the details. Small differences in preservation, strike quality, surface condition, and overall appearance can completely change how a coin is viewed in the collector market. A coin that survived decades with minimal damage, strong details, and attractive surfaces becomes something collectors search for. This is where the world of rare coins becomes fascinating. 2 coins from the same year and the same mint can exist side by side, yet one may receive far more attention because of its condition and visual appeal. For collectors, condition is everything. A heavily worn example tells the story of circulation. It shows that the coin traveled through everyday life, passing from person to person. But a well-preserved example creates a different kind of excitement. It gives collectors the opportunity to see the original design details almost as they appeared when the coin first entered circulation. That is why serious collectors carefully study every detail. The lettering, the symbols, the edges, the surfaces, and the overall preservation. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1950D represents more than just a piece of currency. It represents history preserved in metal. It reminds collectors of a rebuilding era, a changing world, and the importance of preserving small pieces of the past. Now, let's talk about why collectors continue searching for coins like this. Rarity is not always about how old something is. A coin can be decades old and still be common. What creates excitement is the combination of factors: limited availability, strong collector interest, historical importance, and exceptional condition. When a coin has these qualities together, it can become a highly desirable piece in the collector community. The condition being discussed here is a fine condition example, meaning the coin shows visible circulation wear while maintaining recognizable details and collectible appeal. For collectors searching through old collections, inherited coin jars, and forgotten albums, this is exactly why careful examination matters. A coin that appears ordinary at first can sometimes deserve a much closer look. Now comes the moment many viewers have been waiting for. The reported current market value for the Germany 10 Pfennig 1950D in the described fine condition is approximately $88,000. A figure like this shows why rare coin collecting continues to attract attention from collectors and treasure hunters around the world. But remember, values in the coin market can change depending on authentication, grading, rarity confirmation, collector demand, and market conditions. The most valuable discoveries are always the ones that are properly examined and verified. For anyone interested in collecting, the biggest lesson from this coin is simple. Never judge a coin only by its size or appearance. A small coin can carry a huge story. A collector's journey begins with curiosity, learning how to identify details, understanding history, studying condition, and developing the patience to recognize something special. If you discover older coins, handle them carefully. Avoid cleaning them, because cleaning can damage the original surfaces and reduce collector interest. Instead, research, compare, and seek professional opinions when a coin appears unusual. The world of rare coins rewards people who pay attention. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1950D is a powerful reminder that history can sometimes hide in the smallest places. A forgotten coin may not just be an old object. It may be a connection to another time, another generation, and another story waiting to be discovered. This is why collectors continue searching. Because every coin has a story. But only a few coins become legends. You are watching American Coin Secrets, where we bring you fresh coin discoveries, rare history, and fascinating treasures from around the world. Stay with us, because the next coin in our countdown brings an entirely different mystery. And the story behind it is one that collectors cannot ignore. Next up, after uncovering the mystery behind our first incredible coin, we now move deeper into the world of rare discoveries. And this next coin proves something very important. Sometimes, the greatest treasures are not hidden in expensive collections or displayed behind museum glass. Sometimes, they are hiding in plain sight. A small coin sitting quietly for decades. A coin that millions of people may have overlooked. A coin that traveled through everyday life without anyone realizing the story it carried. Today we are revealing the fascinating story of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1969D, a coin that represents a remarkable period in German history and has become a subject of excitement among collectors who understand the importance of rarity, preservation, and historical connection. When most people look at a small coin, they see only its size. But collectors see something completely different. They see a piece of history. They see craftsmanship. They see a connection to a specific moment in time. And this is exactly what makes the world of rare coins so fascinating. Because every mark, every letter, every surface detail can reveal a hidden story. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1969D was created during an important era for West Germany. The late 1960s were a period of transformation, growth, and major changes around the world. Technology was advancing. Society was changing. And everyday objects from this era became witnesses to a rapidly developing world. This coin was part of the Deutsche Mark currency system, which represented stability and economic strength in post-war Germany. The 10 Pfennig denomination played an important role in daily transactions. These coins moved through countless hands, traveled through shops and businesses, and became part of everyday German life. But decades later, collectors began looking at these coins from a different perspective. Not just as money, but as historical pieces. The small letter D on this coin carries special importance. This mint mark identifies the production location as the Munich Mint, one of Germany's historic coin-producing facilities. For collectors, mint marks are like clues. They help reveal where a coin was created and add another layer to its story. The design of the 1969 D10 Pfennig reflects the practical style of German circulation coins from this period. It was created for everyday use, not originally intended to become a collector treasure. And that is exactly what makes the journey of these coins so interesting. Many rare and valuable collectibles were never created with the intention of becoming valuable. They became important because time changed their story. The coin's composition was designed for durability, allowing it to survive years of circulation. But surviving is only one part of the story. The condition is where the excitement begins. In the collecting world, two coins from the same year can have completely different levels of interest. One may show heavy signs of use. Another may preserve sharper details and a more attractive appearance. Collectors carefully examine every part of a coin. The lettering, the design elements, the edges, the surfaces. Even the smallest details can influence how collectors view a coin. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1969D in fine condition represents a coin that has experienced its journey through circulation while still maintaining recognizable details and collectible appeal. This balance between history and preservation is what attracts many collectors. A circulated coin tells a story. It shows that it was part of real life. It was exchanged. It was carried. It was used. And now, decades later, it has become a reminder of the world it came from. That emotional connection is one of the strongest reasons people collect coins. They are not simply collecting metal. They are collecting moments. They are collecting memories. They are collecting pieces of history that survived when so many others disappeared. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. The excitement around coins like the Germany 10 Pfennig 1969D comes from the search. Collectors know that valuable discoveries are not always obvious. Sometimes, the biggest surprises come from coins that were ignored for years. A forgotten collection. An old family album. A box stored away in a home. These are the places where collectors often find unexpected treasures. The most experienced collectors understand one important rule. Never underestimate an old coin before examining it carefully. A small detail can completely change the way a coin is viewed. A difference in preservation. A unique characteristic. A well-maintained surface. All of these factors can increase collector interest. Now we reach the moment that many viewers have been waiting for. The reported current market value for the Germany 10 Pfennig 1969D in fine condition is approximately $76,000 based on the value figure provided for this video. A value like this shows why the world of rare coins continues to attract collectors, historians, and treasure hunters who enjoy searching for remarkable discoveries. However, professional grading, authentication, and current market conditions are always important factors when determining a coin's final market price. For anyone beginning their own collecting journey, remember these important tips. Protect your coins carefully. Do not clean old coins with chemicals or abrasive materials. Store them properly. Study the details. Learn the history behind what you own. The more you understand, the better your ability becomes to recognize something special. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1969D teaches collectors an unforgettable lesson. A coin does not need to be large to carry a powerful story. A tiny piece of metal can connect us to another generation, another country, and another chapter of history. And that is why collectors continue searching. Because behind every ordinary-looking coin could be an extraordinary story waiting to be discovered. This is American Coin Secrets, where we bring you fresh updates, rare coin discoveries, histories, and fascinating stories from the world of valuable coins. Stay with us, because the final coin in today's countdown brings another unbelievable journey. A coin with a story that will make every collector look twice before ignoring an old coin. Next up, we have reached the final coin in today's incredible countdown. And this one may surprise many viewers because it proves a fascinating truth about coin collecting. A coin does not always need to be hundreds of years old to capture the attention of collectors. Sometimes, a coin from a more recent era can create excitement because of its story, its survival, its condition, and the curiosity surrounding it. After exploring coins from earlier chapters of German history, we now arrive at a coin from the 1990 SS, a period of enormous change, transformation, and a completely new chapter for Germany. This is the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A. A small coin, a simple design, a piece of everyday currency. But hidden behind this coin is a story about history, collecting passion, and why experienced collectors never ignore any coin without taking a closer look. Because sometimes, the coins that seem the most ordinary can become the ones that create the biggest conversations. Imagine a coin released in the early 1990s. A coin that traveled through shops, wallets, and daily transactions. A coin that witnessed a changing Germany. A coin that survived decades and eventually found its way into the hands of collectors searching for interesting pieces from the past. This is what makes coin collecting such an exciting journey. Every coin has a beginning. Every coin has a journey. And every coin has the possibility of becoming something special. The year 1993 was a fascinating period for Germany. The country was experiencing a new era after reunification, and many aspects of everyday life were changing. The Deutsche Mark continued to play an important role before the introduction of the euro years later. Coins from this period represent the final decades of a currency system that had become deeply connected with German economic history. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A was part of this important period. The letter A on the coin is a significant detail for collectors because it identifies the mint location. The A mint mark represents the Berlin Mint, one of Germany's most historic and recognizable coin-producing facilities. For collectors, a mint mark is more than just a small letter. It is a clue. It tells part of the story behind where the coin was created and connects the coin to a specific place and time. The design of the 10 Pfennig coin reflects the practical style of German circulation currency. It was created for everyday use, built with durability in mind, and designed to function as part of the economy. The coin's composition allowed it to withstand regular circulation, but as collectors know, surviving is only the first step. The real excitement begins when we look at condition. Condition can completely change how collectors view a coin. A coin that spent years in circulation may show signs of its journey. Those marks tell a story. They show that the coin was used in real life. But a coin that maintains stronger details and attractive preservation can become much more interesting to collectors. The described example of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A is a fine condition coin. This means the coin shows evidence of circulation while still preserving important design details and collector appeal. For collectors, coins like this represent a connection between everyday history and the fascinating world of numismatics. The excitement comes from discovery. Many people walk past old coins without thinking twice. But collectors look deeper. They ask questions. Where was this coin made? How many examples remain? What condition is it in? Why does this particular coin attract attention? Those questions are what transform ordinary objects into collectible treasures. The rarity of a coin is not always about age alone. Collector demand, availability, preservation, and historical interest all play important roles. A coin from the 1990s may seem recent compared with ancient coins, but every generation creates objects that future collectors may appreciate. The coins of today become the collectibles of tomorrow. That is why serious collectors pay attention to details. They understand that history is always being created. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A reminds us that valuable discoveries are not only found in forgotten centuries. They can also come from recent history. A coin does not need to look extraordinary to have an extraordinary story. Sometimes the story is hidden beneath the surface. Now comes the moment that many viewers have been waiting for. The reported current market value for the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A in the described fine condition is approximately $60,000 based on the value figure provided for this video. A figure like this demonstrates why collectors around the world continue exploring old currency and searching for coins with unique appeal. However, professional evaluation, authentication, grading, and current collector demand are important factors that influence real-world market prices. For anyone watching who wants to begin collecting, remember this: never ignore small coins. Never assume a coin has no importance because of its size. Learn the history, study the details, protect the condition, and always continue learning. A great collector is not someone who only searches for expensive coins. A great collector is someone who understands the story behind every coin. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A represents the beauty of discovery. It shows that history can appear in unexpected places. A simple coin can connect us to a different time, a different economy, a different chapter of human history. And that is why millions of people around the world continue searching through collections, albums, and old boxes. Because every coin carries a mystery, every coin carries a memory, and every once in a while, a small coin creates a very big story. This is American Coin Secrets, where we bring you fresh updates, rare coin stories, and fascinating discoveries from around the world. If you enjoyed this journey through these incredible German coins, stay connected because we are always uncovering more hidden stories, rare finds, and collector secrets. The next discovery could be waiting anywhere.